Hi everybody, this is my first online reading with me and the universe and you guys tapping in to tarot magic and meditation for the first time. So the way I do my readings is that I set the intention for whoever's meant to come across the reading at any given time, space or continuum to find the right information when they need it the most. So I'm really pleased to reach out to you and to be able to touch your life at this point in time, and I hope that what I have to offer is going to hold you in good stead and give you what you're looking for. So here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is explain how my readings work. You'll get used to them after a period of time, and what I normally do. So if I was speaking with someone specifically, I'd just take your name, some basic details like your star sign. But this is like a group consciousness reading, and like I said, for whoever crosses paths with it, so I'm just going to go with that. And what I tend to do is, like with life, there's positive and negative cards. Whenever there's a card that has a bit of weight to it, a bit of burden, that type of thing, or I feel isn't really very clear, I'll keep choosing cards, and that will give me a story, so I've got more information to pass on. So I don't just stop and focus on the negatives of the reading, of the cards specifically, and then I can give you some more insight into what they're actually saying. I like to look at the bottom card in the deck when I finish shuffling. It gives me insight as well. Okay. All right. I feel that there has been some, I wouldn't say challenges, just a period of maybe indecision, but seeking clarity, and seeking clarity through decisive action that's been going on, except that decisive action hasn't actually been happening. It feels like it's been around work more than anything. And it feels like you've gone from one extreme to the other, a bit like some Gemini energy happening. So, like maybe working from home to then completely working in the office. And you thought that if you could have one that was, I felt like you've moved from one to the other on the pretense of something occurring, but it didn't actually happen. And now you're going, well, this isn't working either, so what am I supposed to do? And it feels like things are not the way you thought they would have turned out. And that's okay, because what this is doing is giving you the opportunity to reconsider what you really want for yourself, as opposed to jumping from thing to thing to thing. And with this in mind, I really feel that what this is doing is giving you the opportunity to take charge of your own life. And this is where I get this from. So this is saying, this is your crowning card. This is saying there's a window of opportunity that's opening up for you and influencing everything in your life at this point in time. And it's vitally important that you take charge of your life, but take action as much as anything. So this card here, the Ace of Wands, is what it's saying. The window of opportunity is opened. You've got the King of Wands. And to me, the King of Wands talks about taking charge of your life. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter to me. It's about what that card epitomizes. So in the, if you had have asked a question, these cards here would have told me there's a window of opportunity open. You've got to act, take charge of your life and move forward. Okay? So it feels like you've been closing off and working on your own stuff for a while. And it feels as if you've had to purge to a degree and cleanse. And you were looking at your lack and your anxiety and where it's stemming from. And the thing is, it's like, I don't think that it's coming from one place or one thing in specifically. It's more than likely that you're tapping into a consciousness. And what's vitally important is to understand that that's not yours to own. It's not yours to take on. It's simply understand that it's there, breathe through it and let it go. Otherwise, you'll live in a constant state of anxiety. So what you have here is the here and now. And this is talking about work. And this is talking about opportunities opening up and needing to be disciplined as well. So it's like creating a sense of discipline and focus moving forward in your life at this point. Okay, so what you have this used to be in an older energy, 3 months into the future, but I'm finding that this can be this afternoon, that this can be tomorrow, this can be any time between now and 3 months, and usually it's in a much shorter period of time. So this is a really quite a heavy card. It's like carrying the burden of something that isn't necessarily yours to carry, but you're carrying it anyway, like a sense of responsibility for other people, for a situation that's panned out in your world. There's conflict, and that conflict is saying, hang on a minute, this isn't mine to bear. There's something that's coming up and saying, hang on, look at this pattern. Look at this pattern in your life where you've taken on this responsibility and it's not yours to bear. And not only that, people don't always appreciate you taking it's a bit like being codependent and taking on the responsibility of other people when they don't really want it and they don't really care for it, and it doesn't serve either person. But in this particular case, it's coming up to show you that it doesn't serve you anymore and that you're moving forward, learning new lessons. This is what the Princess of Pentacles talks about. She typically comes up when you enter a new job and you're feeling out of place, when you are sort of finding your way through things. And that's what this card talks about. That it feels like you're actually getting the lesson and moving forward, but you're really not that confident in having the skills of, it's like you get to practice not taking on the burden, which I think is a good thing. And combined with this window of opportunity and this action that you take, I think whatever you're deciding to do over the next 2 to 3 weeks is really going to serve you well. So what you have here is the energy that's surrounding you, which to me is telling me that you're doing the right thing for the right reason. And that's the Justice card. You have here your hopes and fears. So it's the cards of keeping things to yourself and a new beginning as well. You've got these cards over here, which is saying that there's sorrow, loss and grief there's somebody or something that's leaving your life. There's a lot of energy that's around you of a nighttime where you're sorting out things through your dreams. And the High Priestess talks about a highly intuitive time that's actually guiding you towards a more family orientated and rewarding time in your life. And the Temperance card, well, I'm going to go down here first. This sorrow, loss and sorrow, loss and grief, and the Nightmare card combined to tell me that whatever's leaving your life, it's going to bring up things from the past, but give you the opportunity to balance it out and put it to bed. Two of Swords is over the top of these two cards where you can finally move on. And this card here, the Prince of Wands, tells me that as well, that there's movement and that you're going to move on from it for the last time. You get to put some things to bed. You get to deal with stuff in a way that you wouldn't have thought you would have because of this sorrow and this grieving to a degree, or this person, place or thing that leaves your life. And the Temperance card is saying that it's a period of time where I feel that you're stepping into the right, you're stepping into the right energy and the right frequency at the right time, at the right place. And right now is when that's happening. And I really feel that that's, I can't say it hasn't happened before the right time. What I can say is that you're ready for it. And this is the beginning of a whole new path in your life. I can't say chapter. It's like the book's here and you're moving there and you're saying, goodbye book. Not that there was anything wrong with the book, but I've chosen something different. My new reality is over in this direction, and that's where I'm going. So I see this as being an incredibly powerful reading because you've made new choices for yourself, and instead of wondering what's wrong with me, you're simply going, I make better choices for myself now. They're not even decisions, they're choices. And I head in this path, and my choices are based on living the life I love. And that's what I see for you. And that this is the beginning of that now. And I hope you've enjoyed my first reading for you guys. My name's Sophia, and I look forward to reaching out and touching your lives, your hearts, your minds, your spirits over the next coming time. Thank you so much.